exclusive offer to anyone who's lasted this long into the podcast. If you want to live in my closet for about, let's say, $400 a month, you will be able to have access to my bathroom, and you can have one sink. You can take a shower once a day, and I will be available for any fantasy tutoring like I've been able to give David. So that's $400. Just sleep in my closet. I'll put down a mattress for you in there. You get access to my shower, my bathtub. You get a sink, and you'll get all you can use bathroom. But you have to buy your own toilet paper. So.
Oh, man. What a deal! I'll buy that for $1.
Well, here's the thing: if you win the league and then you win like the $300, then that will like pay for almost 1 month's worth of rent. So think about that. If you win both leagues every year,
I get 2 months worth of rent for free.
Yeah.
Technically. So guys, just watch out. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Just because you know how much of a cheapskate I actually am, and so I'm gonna go and try to win. So just beware.
Okay, everyone, just be aware that David is actually trying to win. He's not trying to throw the matchup.
Yes, and I think that's pretty much it for the top.
I think with relievers, you guys are kind of uneven field. I think I might give a slight edge given that she is another closer over you.
Oh yes, and if you look at it from a number standpoint, I do believe that she will win.
Yeah, I think really where the X factor comes down to is with her. What does she get out of her 4 and 5 starters? What does she get out of that? Because we know that her top 2 are going to be good. Like, what are we going to get out of that? And then with you, it's like, can your pitchers produce? And if Tanaka comes back, what does he give you?
Yep. And so what I was wanting to do next Sunday, if we actually do this podcast yet again, is that we're going to take a deeper look into the number 1 and number 4 matchup and see how that will go and see who would be the winners there.
Yeah, we can
and hopefully, maybe possibly be either Kevin, Jason, or Blake.
Yeah.
Now, whoever it is, they've deserved it. They have worked their ass off, and we're almost to the promised land, people.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that someone has to, not make the playoffs. I like that we have 4 playoff spots, but a lot of these people, I'm sure Blake puts, I don't know how much time he puts in. I know Kevin puts in an immense amount of time, and they both deserve it. They put in the effort. I'm sure Jason puts in effort too. So one of these guys is going to deserve it. It's not like we have a Miguel situation where someone's going to sneak in and not really deserve it. So, congratulations. Looks like I'll be playing you, and I wish you the best of luck. And if you beat me, I'll be there to shake your hand.
Yep. And Kelly, good luck to our matchup, and I sure hope that I at least put up a fight.
I hope that Kelly does beat you, David. It would be cool if you and I both met each other in the championship because we live in the same house. But if I'm thinking about what gives me the best chance to win, so I want you to win so then beat Kelly, because I think that she might have the best roster right now.
Mm-hmm. And it's been shown.
And that's the thing. You look at, I have more points in the season, but it's really the playoffs come down to who's playing well right now. You can say, I have the most points in the season, so I should win. It's not the case. It's over 4 months. It's who's the best in September. That's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
So here's one thing I want to ask you about your matchup with Kelly is, I kind of asked this earlier, but you never really answered me. What are you doing to prepare?
What am I doing to prepare? I'm going to be taking a look at who are my hot players at the time. As I've been doing mostly this year, I've been plugging in the holes, and I've been doing a pretty good job at it. I mean, my team hasn't sunk so far. So I'm just going to plug in the holes and just see day to day of what my team needs.
Okay, I will give you kind of my tips for how you could prepare, which I think if you did these things, you could potentially, steal, and you can run away from Kelly. I think Kelly's been playing hot, but she could cool off, like my team cooled off. No one thought my team would cool off, and it did. But what you could do, I think, is you should assume that Tanaka's not going to be healthy, and look at kind of your 4th, 5th stars, and look and make sure that they're going to get their 3 starts, because over 2 weeks, almost everyone's going to get to go 3 times with our starting pitchers. So you're probably going to have, hopefully everyone has 15, but you should make sure that you have your 15 starts at least scheduled. Mm-hmm. Look at the matchups, make sure you're not going to have to go to Colorado or something. So do things like that. And I think another thing that you should do, you should just keep an eye on the closers, because Sean Doolittle, sucks for Sonny. What?
I'll get a little closer.
Sean Doolittle, he won the DL, so we don't know who's going to be the closer for Oakland. It looks like it's probably going to be Luke Gregerson, but if it's someone like Ryan Cook or even Jim Johnson, if you get the A's closer on the wire at this time of the year, that's a huge boost.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to be one hell of a matchup. And so I'm hoping with next week we'll figure out who is going to be the number 4 seed.
Yeah. So you want to talk about the 4 seed now?
No, I think we'll save it for next week.
No, about how we think it's going to shake out.
Oh, how I think it's going to shake out? I think that Kevin's going to actually be the one to win and Blake's going to be the one to lose.
So you think that I'll beat Blake and then Kevin will beat Kelly?
Yes. I think the gods are looking heavily upon Kevin.
I think that Kevin will beat Kelly. I think that his team's playing pretty well right now. I think Kelly's kind of due for a loss. And I think Kelly won't care because she has it ramped up. But, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in myself being Blake right now because my team's not playing very well. Blake has a start of me going into next week. And I can see, I'm predicting that Blake will beat me. Mm-hmm. And Kevin, I really hope I win, but I think that Blake will beat me. And he will get in the playoffs and Kevin will be thoroughly pissed off and upset.
Let's hope not.
Sorry. Kevin will have blue balls. He has, he has his nice load ready to go in the playoffs, but he's going to have blue balls. That's my prediction.
That's your prediction?
Yes.
So your prediction is Kevin's going to have blue balls, and he's going to go home a sad, sad little man.
He's going to say, fuck fantasy baseball, and now it's on to football.
Yep, and let's hope that once he does that, it's actually like how he had it last year where he goes and ruins the whole entire championship and gives Matthew the championship banner.
You're saying if Kevin goes in the playoffs?
Yeah, just like what he did last year.
Well, I can't play him in the championship because he's going to be the 4th seed.
I know, but still, that'd be kind of nice to see.
I really hope that Kevin plays, and he really is filling his lineup.
So, Kevin, if you're listening to this and have made it this far, we're rooting for you, buddy.
Because you really just need that championship on top of your resume because you could be 2-time champ, Kevin. Let's be honest here. It really would be fitting, in a year that you really have sucked, that you somehow pull it out of your ass.
Yes. You're going to be the San Francisco Giants of this year.
I don't know.
Every single year that they went into the playoffs, they were the underdogs.
I'm trying to think of a better analogy of a team.
The 2010 Giants. Go in the last day, get the win.
Okay, but see, the Giants were good in the middle of the year. Kevin was never really good in the middle of the year. Sorry, Kevin, but you weren't. You know it. Do you have a next topic?
I think that's all I want to talk about. It's pretty long.
Well, no, I listened to some of the other podcasts, and it's like a couple hours. We're only at like 40.
Well, the thing is, we need to have a little syllabus telling saying this is what we're going to.
Well, yeah, this is our first podcast, so
right now we're just going off the top of our heads.
Yeah, well, we could just keep talking more if we want.
I think that's what we'll actually do for now. It will be long enough where we get like our setting.
Sure.
And then next week we can actually have a syllabus of what we want.
Okay.
And maybe we can say, hey, what do you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah. Well, it's probably just let's do another prediction. Okay. Let's talk about the other 8 people in the league. So I don't think you might listen to this again, but I'm probably not going to listen to it.
Yes, I'm going to go and listen to it through and edit it.
Okay, let's go through the list. Like, who is actually going to listen to this podcast and actually get to this point?
Okay, if you get to this point and you go down below and you say a certain word, it will let us know that you've actually gone to the end.
How about this? Like, we should have some sort of prize for them.
A picture of Kevin's blue balls?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to think like what we should do. You could say like I'm assuming everyone here is like in our football league, so we could say like if you get to this point in this podcast and you say blue balls to me, text me blue balls, I'll like bring you like $5 on draft day.
Yes.
So if you get this far in the podcast and you text me blue balls, we'll like bring you $5 or we can like buy you Starbucks. Cause I think it's definitely gonna be Sunny. Sunny is definitely gonna listen to this thing all the way through.
And you think that once she tells Sunny, tells Kelly,
Kelly will probably do it. But see, it can't. I'm only gonna give out like one prize. We're not gonna give out like.
So it's the first one who listens to this thing.
Yeah, because obviously what could happen is that Sunny's gonna listen all the way through, and she can't like tell everyone like, oh, let's go ream that out all his money because she'll tell everyone and then they'll know. So I think that Sunny will definitely listen to it. Kevin will want to listen to it, but he won't have time. I was just like, yeah, that sounds cool, but he wouldn't have time. Anthony, no chance in hell he listens to this more than like a minute, if that.
Come on,
Sean?
my sexy voice will not.
Sean, he might listen to it. I give it about 50-50 chance. Angie, no chance in hell. Jason, probably like same percentage as Anthony, I'd say. Blake, I don't think Blake will listen to it because he's like devastated his team lost and he know that we're going to be talking about it, so I don't think he'll listen. Yeah, so I think really this is for the Gretchkos, Kelly, potentially John and Sonny.
Yes, and hopefully someday we'll actually have one of those people that we just mentioned come on and give their point of view about their team and about the people that they're playing against. And we'll definitely have a lot more once the fantasy football draft happens. Maybe have a draft analyzation.
Yeah, that's going to take a long time.
Well, we can make it pretty snappy.
Yeah, so we'll see how this turns out and make sure that the audio's good.
Yeah, and maybe next week, or maybe like on a Saturday, we can actually talk about the keepers on who everyone kept
For baseball?
for football.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do another one tonight if you want to.
Yeah, we can do something like that.
Alrighty.
But let's get this one done, and then
So, well, also, if anyone's listening to this, let us know if there's anything you want to talk about with the league, any topics going on. I think that our league is doing a lot better. I think that compared to drama, that there hasn't been a whole lot compared to last year. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's been a fun year. I hope everyone stays and we can keep it a 10-man league.
yeah, because the last thing we want is for people to start dropping out because people. I'm not going to get into it, but that's for another time.